Hey everyone, and welcome back. It's Boone. I just spent the last, maybe hour trying to figure out what I wanted to wear out today, and I thought, you know what? Instead of being frustrated about this, why don't I turn it into a YouTube video? So today I wanted to talk about fashion and clothing and navigating, sort of finding a style and finding clothes that work for you and that you can feel good in as a trans person, and what it's like sort of navigating the fashion world, not the fashion world as in the fashion industry, but just navigating wearing clothing that you feel good in as a trans person. I feel like for me personally, dysphoria has sort of been something to work around a lot as I decide what I want to wear. Pretty much every day it comes into consideration. And, my friend on Facebook a while ago actually recommended that I make a YouTube video sort of talking about this topic, and so I thought it'd be interesting to sit down and just sort of kind of go through the timeline for me of when I came out or even before that, and the evolution of my style in terms of clothing, because it's definitely changed and progressed for better or for worse over time. And I feel like being trans has had a pretty tremendous impact, honestly, on what I wear. So yeah, let's just get into it. I would say before, pretty much as early as 6 or 7, I was pretty out there with what I wore. I always wanted to wear something colorful, or I was just throwing these very strange combinations of clothes around with pants and shirts and jackets and socks that didn't really go together, but I didn't care because I just wanted to be expressing myself all the time. That's how I was when as a youngster, as a 6, 7, 8-year-old. I was just very kind of out there with what I wore, and I didn't really care. I wasn't insecure about it. I just wanted to go for it. And then shifting into 8, 9, 10, the early years of me knowing that I was a girl, but not telling anyone really how I was feeling because I didn't know how to express it. I feel like I still was pretty out there. I definitely wanted to wear colorful clothing and clothing that was could express that femininity in some kind of way. It was just more of a subconscious thing. But when I look back, I definitely remember myself picking bright colors and stuff that just felt very happy, and I don't know, it was expressing something that I couldn't express verbally. And I think that was kind of how I compensated early on. It's hard to say if I were cis, if I'd still have that desire to be as colorful in what I wore and dress as vibrantly with I had a bright yellow hoodie that I wore for most of my, from pretty much through age 6 to 8, that I wore everywhere I went. And then later on when I was 10, I got this bright purple scarf. When I honestly, this is why everyone thought I was a gay boy, because I had the most stereotypically flamboyant style. I had I think I was 9 or 10 when I got my pair of fake Uggs, knockoff Uggs. Brown Uggs. I wore black skinny jeans, a black leather jacket, a fedora, and a purple scarf. So I was definitely, there was always something going on with my fashion, and I think that it was always hinting that I was either not cis or I was not straight, or there was something going on. And I think that was pretty clear to a lot of people. But as I've mentioned in previous videos, once I sort of entered my teen years and I hit puberty and, I got into high school and stuff, I was just a lot more repressed in pretty much every way. And I was kind of forcing that femininity pretty far down, wasn't really letting it come to the surface at all. Maybe in some ways, I think I definitely had this sort of empathic personality that was pretty unusual compared to the other guys my age. I definitely, there were certain aspects of it that I couldn't repress, but when it came to what I wore, I just sort of defaulted to jeans and a t-shirt for, I would say, pretty much from age 12 to like 15. For like a good few years, I was just doing like the easy jeans, t-shirt, normal pair of shoes, simple jacket, like not really expressing myself very much through clothing, which was kind of sad, kind of disappointing because I'd had so much fun with that throughout childhood. And it definitely, seeing the girls my age get to wear all these fun, different tops and skirts and dresses and crop tops and skinny jeans and stuff, while I just kind of wore the most basic outfit possible every day. It kind of hurt. It was sad. Like it felt shitty. I'm like, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to suppress such a big part of who I am in terms of what I wear? It was a big deal for me. I remember like when I was like in my preteen years, I would be like, why the hell do girls get to wear these amazing fun outfits with these super cool tops and fun skirts and dresses, and guys are just supposed to wear like the most basic stuff? Like I felt it was so unfair. And at this point, this is pretty much when I was like 9, 10. I didn't realize that being trans was an option at all. I didn't realize that was a thing that a person could be. I thought I was just gonna have to live the rest of my life as a guy. So I tried to navigate it a little bit and wear the most like exciting, colorful guy outfits I could for a while before kind of giving into the basic jeans and t-shirt. But it was, it was sucky. That went on for years where I would just think about that, and just my dysphoria was probably at its worst when I was like 13 and 14, like right before I came out. Actually, I came out at 13, but I was like only out to a few people, and it was still I still didn't feel very comfortable socially transitioning. And then when I started to, like, it was very gradual what I started to wear. I would wear like more feminine hoodie or more feminine jacket slowly, and then slowly transition to more feminine tops. And then eventually, like, I just kind of had to take the leap. And then I'd be like, okay, I'm going to wear a skirt out today, and that's going to be okay. And I'm going to wear a crop top and stuff. And by the time I was 16, I was, like, solidly just wearing whatever I wanted to wear. But even then, like, and it was so liberating. It was so liberating because I compensated for all those times of having to repress what I wear and wear the most boring stuff by like having fun dresses and stuff. And my mom gave me a lot of clothes that she didn't want anymore, and I had a lot of fun with it. But even at that point, I feel like what I wore was largely dictated by the fact that I was trans, because I don't know, it takes a while to develop your own sense of style, and I wasn't even really concerned with my own personal sense of style. I just wanted to wear things that expressed femininity very outwardly, because I wanted to celebrate that since coming out. And this was still a happy and exciting time, but at the same time, it took me quite a long time, and even now I feel like I'm still struggling to define my own wants and needs for clothing just as an individual, and instead of just being a girl. Like, it's just like everything I wear is, I have a goal in mind to look like a girl. That's kind of the overarching goal, and just wear things that don't make me dysphoric. And I think that kind of puts a little bit of a burden on me when I'm trying to express my own individuality through clothing. I've definitely gotten better. Like, I think I've developed much more of my own sense of style in the last like 6 to 8 months since compared to like when I first started socially transitioning. But like I said, dysphoria is a big thing, and oftentimes I'll see pieces of clothing, when I'm in the mall and stuff, that I'm like, that's really cute, but I don't think that I could wear it confidently. Like, for example, I really like long sleeve button up shirts. I think they're super cute. I think they're very very lesbian-esque in the fashion sense. And I still, like, I'm very insecure about my shoulders and stuff, and so I don't think, like, when I wear them, I feel like, oh, I look like a guy. And there's lots of weird things. Like, it's hard to explain. My dysphoria is super strange, and I feel like it's kind of inconsistent, and people are always surprised by it. Like, I wear my hair up a lot because for whatever reason, I feel a lot more confident in my appearance when I do. I feel like I look more passable when I have my hair in pigtails or braids or even in a ponytail a lot of the time. I doubt that's true, but for whatever reason, like that's how I feel. That's how I relate to my appearance. So I wear my hair up a lot, or like for a while before it was longer, I would put like half of it behind my ear, and that made me more confident in my feminine appearance. So there's all these just little strange things that would kind of force me into different stylistic choices just to make myself feel like I could be more okay going out in public. And I don't know, honestly, like I'm really just, this is the tip of the iceberg with what I've talked about, but I think it's an interesting topic to open up, because I actually haven't heard too many like trans women talk about their experiences in clothing shifts. I know that a lot of trans women, I feel like, kind of feel this pressure to overcompensate and like wear dresses and skirts and kind of perform like hyper femininity in order to like let the world know, hey, I'm a girl, you know? And then I think as time goes by, it's pretty natural to be like more comfortable wearing like more androgynous clothes and just whatever you like, rather than being hyper focused on looking like a stereotypical model of a woman or whatever. I know I went through a phase like last year for a while where I was really enjoying wearing like jeans and tank tops and combat boots and like a hoodie, and I'm like kind of this tomboyish look, and I'm like, yeah, I feel confident in this because I think I look like a girl just because my face is girly and I'm wearing makeup and like I'm doing what I want. And I think that's a huge thing too. Like if you're confident in what you're wearing, whether it's traditionally feminine or not, you're gonna feel more confident and you're gonna feel less dysphoric, even if what you're wearing is like, I don't know, cargo pants and like a gray tank top or whatever. It doesn't really matter if it feels right to you, if it feels like something that you like on yourself, it's just gonna make you feel more confident in your appearance overall and less dysphoric. At least that's been my experience, and I think that's really interesting. So yeah, honestly, I feel like my style and the things I've worn have changed a lot over the years, and they'll probably continue to, but I'm okay with that. I look forward to finding new things that I like to wear and exploring and just letting myself try whatever. And I feel like I've had way more opportunities to do that since coming out. And yeah, it's fun. Overall, dysphoria sucks, and I've had to navigate a lot in terms of clothing. It's been a hindrance being trans in a lot of ways, but also, it never would have felt as liberating to wear skirts and dresses if I were cis. Like, being trans has given me so much appreciation for clothing, and now I really like going shopping and I like trying on new things. So there are definitely positives to take away from the experience too. This has been one long kind of hyper rambly video, but it was a fun thing for me to think about, and it was a fun thing for me to talk about. So I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, I'm gonna keep making more videos, and I'll see you next time.